in there. Now we're going to do pull. The primary muscles working on a pull are going to be the back. Always you're going through the shoulder joint. That's going to be your secondary, and then bicep is flexing, so you're going to get tertiary movement in the bicep. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to get a little bit of a squat for balance here, and I'm going to pull in low and parallel, about right angles at that elbow joint. Stretch out. Now I only want to go out when that bicep muscle's done straight, and I don't want to protract around my shoulders. Big mistake. Keep that posture. That's the end range right there. When that muscle's done stretching the bicep, it's still holding weight. I just released. My lats aren't holding. My shoulders are doing nothing, and I've rounded and I've gone up into my neck. Shoulder blades down. You want to pull into that right angle, right into the ribs, right into the body. So that's end range. You can see my bicep is done contracting or shortening there too, my lats, right? And then I want to do a nice stretch out. So again, that 2-1-4 timing. 1-2 with an exhale. Hold 1, keep breathing. In and out, 1, 2, 3, 4. So exhale, 1, 2. Hold 1001, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you notice I'm keeping a loose grip. You might have to grip a little more on the pull, but you can almost let go on the return. Now, the lower, closer in, and the lower you pull, you're going to get this lower latissimus dorsi or lat muscle. You know, you go a little higher, and we're going to do actually another one later from high to low. You're going to get more of that upper lat. Right now, we're going to do a few different angles. So just here, just to go quickly, I can pull even a little lower. Changing those angles up, working different angles on those muscles. Now, you got to be careful as you start coming high. You'll want to lift those shoulder blades. Don't retract those shoulder blades. All right. Also, that's about as high as you want to go on this one, because you'll get in pinching your shoulder joint and go up into the neck. Now we also can change our angle. Notice I'm going in and out. See how I'm kind of touching my thumbs? And I can go a little wider. Now I've got more right angles. It's going to be a little bit tougher, and you're getting some more of the upper back muscles as well, and the upper lat. Now notice I'm doing my squat just by habit, because I usually just don't stay in one place. But I'm trying to show you the isolation first. Now, another back exercise you can do, and it's more upper back, all those banding muscles for posture. And I'm going to do this one a little more stable or parallel, just here so I don't hit the wall. But you go from straight out, and you don't want to go. A lot of people at the clubs you'll see doing this and going back here, pinching the shoulder blades. Always keep that hand in general in front of your shoulder. This is the plane you want when you exercise. If you're stretching, you go back here, it's okay. You take an exercise back here with heavy weight, you're going to pinch and strain that shoulder joint. So stabilize in a neutral position, and that's all I need to do. I can feel all those muscles back there working. Any further back, I'm going to pinch them. So very good postural muscle exercise. And this is a tough one for this weight. Okay, now we're going to get, again, I like to get my whole body in there. So I'm going to get a squat. I can go parallel, keep the hips back, not into your knees. Hips back like you're sitting on the edge of a stool. You can work all those different angles as well. All those different exercises. You can go a wide squat. So as I come up, I'm pushing out. And is this somewhere where holding my legs? I'm pushing against, there's a force or resistance there. I want to squeeze my inner thighs and glutes when I come up. 1, 2, hold 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a squat in. You can take a ballet, a la seconde, second position, which works a lot more of the inner and outer thigh, front thigh, hamstring, quad, and glutes. So a lot of ways you can work this. You can work a lunge with this as well. You can do the alternate that we did with the chest, resisting when you come back. If you want more resistance, just move back a little bit. You can work singles. I'm going to hold one side and work a single. I like to do these because I do karate, so I actually do some karate motion and movements like a block and a punch. But that's working that latissimus dorsi, single pull. Obviously, other side. You could do alternate. One, stabilize, set, pull with the other. A lot of options there for you. Now, real quick, I'm just going to show a few exercises for bicep and tricep, but ideally, I want to do either high to low or low to high for those muscle groups, but you can do them at this mid position also. It's not quite as efficient, but it still works. You just have to play with your angles a little bit. So I'm just going to show real basic. I'm going to come back to that lunge again. find a good distance. Keep your elbows in place. What most people do on a bicep curl or tricep move is they move that whole elbow up and down to that whole shoulder joint, the whole arm, the shoulder joint helping. If you want to isolate your bicep or your triceps, keep your elbows locked, your body in place, and just isolate the muscle group. Don't overflex, don't overextend. Again, look at the range of motion. When that muscle's done shortening or done stretching, that's it. Don't lock and hyperextend your joint. Don't hyperflex your joint. So again, we're just gonna, and on this one, to help my angle, I'm gonna bring my elbows up a little bit. That's as far as I need to go. Not back here. I've hyperflexed my joint, my bicep actually released a little. Right there, it's done shortening. So you can go just to a right angle. Keep the elbows high, like they're on a platform pinpoint. We can do the alternates or in place. Do a parallel with a little squat, a little wider, a little wider. Ballet position. We can take the elbows down. Take the hands low, just up to the shoulder. So I'm kind of turning out a little bit at a 45-degree angle here, just a little bit angle. We can do, there's what's called an isolation curl. Usually it's on a bench, seated with your knee. I've shown those before, but I'll show you this side so you can see it better. So try to think of keeping your elbow in place and pulling in. Now to get a little more proper range and also to work my legs, I'm going to squeeze and stretch. Notice the muscles done stretching here, done shortening there. And that's an isolation curl. And of course, you can't really see it on this side, but that's the idea. Now tricep, we're going to kind of reverse that position for the tricep extension. Again, elbows up high, like they're on a platform here, right? Now, just going to extend out and back. Don't lock. Don't hyperextend that joint. Your elbows will tend to bow out. Try to pressure and keep them in and try to isolate. And again, you can work alternates here. Stabilizing the body like I did on the chest. And also, you can work your lunges. Same thing again. You can work a little squat, ballet squat, and get creative with these exercises. Another one you can do here for the tricep is like a karate or boxer's punches. Extend, extend, tricep extension, little rotation in the body, very loose in the ankles and the feet. Rotate to the other side, work a few on each side. Okay. Right, reverse tricep, really good isolator here. Elbows have to lock to the body. Tendency is to move them. Keep them locked. This is really great with a lunge. I'm going to go back towards my hips. This is quite a strenuous exercise. Really works well. Don't come up too high or your elbow will come up and then your shoulder helps. Elbow down. Again, tricep is done stretching right there. It's not going to elongate anymore. Again, you can alternate. You can work this with the squat. A lot of ways to work it, but the most efficient one is this, stretching back, elbows in, get that lunge. Another good tricep exercise. Now I'm going to show you a little exercise in between here it's really a therapy exercise for shoulder, for the whole rotator cuff. There's 4 major tendons or muscles that make up that rotator cuff. A lot of people get injured in that area, but it's a good exercise this to do to keep the internal shoulder strong. So not usually you'll do it with a single. I'm going to do it with a double right now. But what you want to do here is you lock off, you keep your elbow like it's glued to your body. You can even, in therapy, they'll have you hold something there so you don't come off. Then what you're going to do is just do a right angle. So you find tension in the band and just go a right angle and back. 90 degrees, that's it. That's your internal rotation. Okay, and then you would turn around. You're going to start in the ending position of the other one. Get your resistance and pull it away. So I've got to change my angle here a little bit. I'll show you this way so you can see it a little better. So that's on the other side, and that's my external rotation.